Okay, hello. It is Mary Beth Olive, a little noontime, lunchtime break. I just wanted to bring to you some amazing talent that we have inside of our organization that I've been blessed to get to know a little bit better in the recent months. And I am excited to bring her to you so that you can get to know her a little bit better. So I just want to welcome Deb Smith to our coaching team.
Thank
Welcome.
you so much. I'm so glad to be joining in this role. I'm very excited to share what I have with other people, and I'm looking forward.
Great. And so, Deb, you and I have spent a little bit of time together, but I would love, number one is I'm the director of productivity, and part of my job is to seek out talent in coaches and leadership, agents that should be in coaching, knowing that they'll thrive being with one of our coaches. And Deb Smith's name was brought to me from the get-go. The minute that I walked back into our organization was back in like about April. Sam and Adele and John, they were all talking about this. Deb Smith, you got to meet Deb Smith. She'd be a great coach. And so we finally got around to the time was right for us to meet. And after meeting Deb, I just think that the Lakewood office, the Monmouth Ocean office, our Demoro Leadership Group offices are just going to have an awesome time with Deb Smith as one of our coaches. So, Deb, would you please just give us a little intro on who you are, who's Deb Smith, where do you live, where do you work, and then maybe even how you got in the business, what you did before that.
Sure. So I moved to Tom's River from Brooklyn about 5 years ago. Thought I was always going to be, Brooklyn, born and bred, never getting out of that wonderful city. And then, life changes, and we decided to move to some place we would have more space. And the family came and moved here, and I loved it so much. So when I had to transition into a new job, someone said, you're good in sales and you're a good people person. Why don't you go into real estate? And I did have that sales background before. I was coming from the food industry in sales. And, like a lot of people, real estate is not their first, job that they start out with. And it was true. I loved the transition that we made in the place that I moved to. And I felt if I could give that feeling to other people and have them experience what I experienced, that would make me very happy. And someone from Keller Williams reached out to me, and she just told me what an amazing place this was. And it was the first place I went to, and I've been very happy here.
Oh, well, that is amazing to hear. And I think it's really important, like you said, you personally, your family chose to make that transition. And when you do that, then it's to have the passion to help others do the same as you and to make the experience smooth and to give them the knowledge that they might need to make that big move because going from Brooklyn to Lakewood is a good hour and a half. It's a good move, right? So, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's not even just, the distance and the time. It's a lifestyle change in so many ways.
Right.
And having that experience, like you said, where I can tell you, or I can tell a prospective buyer what the changes are going to be like, what to expect, in the lifestyle, what to expect in the systems. And I really felt that it enables me to be a better agent that way when I can share that.
Absolutely. And so sounds like that's so true. When we're as agents, we're selling a lifestyle. We're not just selling a house. We're helping people move because of a time of life, um, really, period, because of a time of life. And with that comes the lifestyle that they're choosing during that time of life. So in a needs analysis with an agent, which it sounds like, and I know you're very good at, right, with a needs analysis with a client, you're able to understand that. You're able to understand what do they truly want out of this move. And that is something that you can help your coaching clients realize with their clients as well. So moving into the and you're a mom, right? So
Yeah.
you also have those domestic manager qualities.
Totally is a, nice, busy household. My youngest is 12. So even though she's not a baby anymore, just still, they want their mother's time always. And,
Hey,
navigating all those ages to, the older ones, even, it keeps us busy.
how old is the oldest?
My oldest is 26.
Wow. So 12 to 26. And I
Yeah.
promise you, I am 45 and I still need my mother. So you'll have your 12-year-old forever. So, and that's important too, because as a coach, coming from the perspective of being able to run a household, um, to nurture and to mother while running a business is also something that some of our coaching clients need. They need to maybe have some understanding or some advice, some guidance on how to better balance that. And that's something else that I think you do a great job of. So moving into becoming a real estate agent, what is something that, you've learned? What are some of your bruises that you have that we could learn from that you would share with an agent? Hey, I don't want you to get all banged up. Here's what I would do if I would do it differently. What are some things that we might learn when we're working with Deb Smith as a coach?
So definitely take that buyer's agent agreement seriously. That is something that it seems scary in the beginning to do. Speaking to people that may be afraid, you worry that your buyers may be worried to sign, but they will take you more seriously and hold you at more value when you feel that you're taking this as a transaction versus just as a favor, just as someone going out to do something. And I learned that the hard way when they just see you as just another agent they can go through versus someone that you will be their partner in this journey.
Wow, that can be a very expensive lesson, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Painfully for your wallet, painfully for your time,
Yeah.
but hard learned lesson.
And so buyer agency is going to be something that we are going to dive into in 24, especially with the lawsuit and the conversations that are being had around that. Um, with the buyer agency, how could you really overcome that objection about the lawsuit? And well, why would this seller have to pay out? And how can we explain to the buyer in the conversations you've had explaining buyer agency, what are the things that motivate that buyer to go ahead and sign that agreement with you? Like, why would I want to sign an agreement with you, Deb, when nobody else has asked me to sign an agreement? And this is saying that I'm going to pay you a commission if you find me a property. Why would I sign this when nobody has asked me to sign it? And what's one of the things that you might consult with me about?
So I feel it's such a funny thing that people don't even understand the true value of a buyer's agent. You need a good representative, and the seller's agent really fiduciary responsibility is to the seller. And although they balance that dual agency well, they will end up focusing their priority on the seller. And if you don't have someone on your side of the arena fighting for you, you're going to lose that money, and you're going to lose a sale or that opportunity. And the amount that the commission is going to be could be so much less than the opportunity lost, or the amount you're going to pay by not taking someone. So it's really a disadvantage to buyers themselves not to have that representative. And that's really, I feel very strongly about that.
Well, I think you said it very well. It is true that the representation is not only about the money. You hit it on the head. It's the missed opportunity that buyer might not even be considered for this offer when there's multiple offers on the table without true representation. Whereas some may say, oh, yeah, well, they'll just go buy it from the listing agent. I'll tell you, in a busy market like this, you don't want to be represented by the listing agent. you want to have your own representation. Now, if that listing agent has a property that it fits well for and you can put it together, great. Yet I think you hit it right on the head, is that that missed opportunity could be way greater than the commission dollar that you think you're going to have to pay. And so I'm going to be leaning on you to lead some of those conversations as we bring that to our Zooms and our classes. Besides the buyer agency, what is one source of leads? Like, where has your biggest lead source come for you, for Deb Smith's real estate business? What has been the biggest source of business for you?
Really, my sphere, my contacts, the people that know me, like me, and really trust me, and really just being consistently in contact with them through different ways, letting them know that I'm here for them. And, just with time, building up that following of people who have been, hearing from buyers and sellers how well they liked working with me. And that really has been my biggest success.
Well, also another great indicator that what I find is the coaches that have success in their sphere of influence will have coaching clients that have success in their sphere of influence lead generating. And so if you're an agent that may think that you could use a little more of that and you don't have a coach, I also want to encourage you that Deb is not just a coach for only the Lakewood office. Deb works out of the Lakewood office. And what are your hours there? Like, when can we find you there if we were to go visit? Although I'm coming to visit you tomorrow.
So it's flexible depending on the day, but I give committed hours to the office. So whenever somebody needs me, I am available at the office. It's flexible in that way.
Okay. And I know Deb is a great big part of their office meeting and the leadership that's out of the Lakewood office, but she's also over at our Jackson location as well, the Monmouth Ocean, which is the main market center. That is Lakewood and the Monmouth Ocean office are kind of attached. So I want to encourage you that if you think Deb might be a coach that you want to speak to, that you'd like to have a one-on-one with, Deb would be happy to do that. And we'll go ahead and post your email and your cell phone into this posting, as well as make sure that it's available at each office, as well as the Lakewood office, I'm sure, has a system where all new agents will be meeting with Deb. And so that's a great benefit. And why do I tell you guys that? Because if you are activating your passive income opportunity in this company, Profit Share, you should absolutely be referring brand new associates to all of our offices. And you can be sure that one of our coaches will be available to speak to them one-on-one so that they can have a coach available to them, so they choose to hire a coach. Now, why you would get into business as a brand new agent and not have a coach is beyond me. Deb, did you have a coach when you got in the business?
I did.
You
did have a coach. I still have a coach. And if you look at anybody who's really successful in any industry, they're still in coaching, because you always need someone to keep you accountable. You always need someone to remind you what your goals are, no matter where you are in your position in any industry. CEOs to, your, first time.
Entry level.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And coaching is something that only benefits you as you grow your business.
All right. So I believe that wholeheartedly. You are always at a different level. We talk about the MREA. We talk a lot about our MREA and our business planning and our models. I know that Deb is very proficient in that economic model, lead generation model. At the end of the day, it will work if you work. So I will encourage you. Deb, we're going to go ahead and post out anything else that you'd like to say so we get to know who Deb is.
I want to just say something, give a little bit about this, what we're going through right now, with this time. There's a phrase going around, it's like stay alive till 25. And it's kind of, yes, 25 is going to be definitely better, but we have a whole year ahead of us. And what are we doing for this whole year? And while you're really still going to be pounding the pavement and making your calls, because we never give up on those things, this is a great opportunity while it's quiet, is to learn command, learn technology, be in touch with your sphere, really just build yourself up. So when 25 comes, you're not lagging behind. You are ready to take that year and make it a really successful one.
I love that you added that. That is a nugget that you all can take. We're not going to skip over a whole year. We have a year ahead of us. It can be a great year for a lot of us. I've seen people make phenomenal businesses, grow phenomenal businesses in very challenging markets. And I intend on doing that with you, with our coaches. And we are looking to disrupt 24. Forget about surviving in 24 to get to 25. We are going to disrupt it with our new coaching team. So please, reach out to us. I want to see everybody who is not capping. If you have not capped, you ought to be with a Market Center coach. And Deb Smith is a great option. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to wrap up now. And I'll go ahead and post that out. Plus, this video will be available. It'll be on our Facebook feed, so you can revisit it if you've missed it. Or if you think somebody might be right for Deb, go ahead and share this video for them. And then let Deb know that you thought so highly of this video that you wanted to connect her with your friend. And that friend might just be you. So go ahead and step into coaching with Deb Smith. And Deb, I want to thank you so much for putting your trust in me and Adele DeMoro and our leadership team and our team leaders, for just taking this leap. You have many obligations, and I know that coaching just kind of, it fits your portfolio of caring and nurturing and wanting to see the best come out in others. And you showing up that way makes me just more purposely want to show up that way for you. So I look at 2024 being a fantastic partnership with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me, and looking forward to working with as many clients as we can to help them succeed this coming year.
That's right. There's nothing wrong with the consultation, guys. Just a free consultation with Deb Smith, and we'll go ahead and post that so that you can get your schedule today. All right, guys, thank you so much, Deb, and we'll be back tomorrow where we will be interviewing Jose Sanchez on our Wednesday morning call. But today, Deb Smith, thank you so much. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
All the best.